Hi there, Tape Reader Joe here once more. Now, after such a hopeful outlook this morning, it's unfortunate, but it was a loss today. So let's take a look at the trade and see what actually happened in the 9:45 macro. So as you can see, I would have marked up initially that fair value gap from that was established during 8:15 to 8:30, let's say. We've got that busy in the city, and I've just marked that up because you could see how price was reacting towards it. Now, as we approach the 9:30 window, I am anticipating that price, as price is consolidating from 9 to 9:30, so it seemed to me, I was thinking, okay, so we might just run some liquidity as we're doing now, and then we're going to revert and head to the downside during the macro. So I'm thinking, great, here we have it. 9:30 kicks off, we take that liquidity, and I'm thinking we're now going to reverse. And I'll be honest with you, that's all I was looking for. I have realised in my trading that obviously I am looking for reversals, but I'm really not very good at spotting continuations, which is exactly what happened today. But despite this, as you can see, I didn't jump in. I didn't get, I'm thinking this is the manipulation. And then we would see some level of retracement. Here I'm marking up another for value gap and also looking for the SMT. Now that SMT, as you will see now, gets invalidated. So why am I still looking for that reversal? It's already told me that price wants to go higher, but I didn't really listen to that. And was it still looking for that reversal as such? So here we have the gap. I've put on my partition plot to see where we're at on there. And then I drop down to the 15-second. I'm forcing this now. And I'm thinking, okay, so there it is. There's my inverted gap. And there you go. I jump in and I'm thinking price is moving lower. As you can see, we've gone past my gap. But still, I am thinking that price is going to revert. Here, I do have a stop loss limit, which, in my trading plan, it's supposed to be a 30 pip stop, so I do just give myself a little bit more room. And as you can see, it hit the stop loss, and I'm like, oh, shoot. So I wait. I'm waiting and thinking, well, maybe I was just a little bit too early. Maybe we just need to reverse here. Maybe this is the reversal. I see the price go straight through at that level, and I'm like, okay, is this where we get our reversal? We're approaching 10 o'clock. So 10 o'clock might take that liquidity that's built up, and this is where we'll see the reversal sequence take place. We're also at the middle or consequent encroachment with equilibrium, what do we call it, in the middle of that price range. So again, I'm thinking, okay, this is it. There's another gap there. Let's just hit through at this point in time. And I'm thinking, all right, we've gone past our gap and we're going to turn this into an inverted fair value gap. This is the reversal that I was looking at, and it's that consequent encroachment of that price level. And so I'm thinking, yeah, this could be it. One more leg up. before we have that reversal during that macro window, which is what I was looking for. Anytime between 9:45 and 10:15, I want to see that reversal signature. But as you can see here, at this point, this is where I'm thinking, yeah, we've closed below, that's it, we're on our road. But notice that there wasn't any significant displacement through there. And now as we get to 10:15, we actually end up finding some support. I'm loading up. I'm actually thinking, yeah, we're going for it. I'm loading up. I'm chasing the trade because I want to make up for the earlier loss. But alas, as you can see, price just continues to go sideways for the remainder, well, not for the remainder of the morning, but for this next aspect between the two macros. You see we are at that above that price range, and I'll be honest with you, this is the partition plot that I'm not even adhering to anymore. I'm just kind of just willing and hoping that price moves in my direction. Yeah, we've gone down a few points, but we find support here, and that's where I probably should have either moved my stop loss to break even, or just kind of got out of the trade. In fact, I took that return to that gap there, thinking it's an inverted fair value gap, as another opportunity, and I'm expecting a high resistance liquidity run to my take profit. But you see that wick, that big wick, that should have been a warning sign for me, and a significant one, because that's not really what happens if we are right. A couple of key things that I have not kind of paid attention to is the price level that we're at, and also how price is moving just between those 2 points, whether this is price distortion, time distortion, what have you. Price is not moving out of this tight range at this moment in time, and whilst we should be patient, we've also got to look at what price is actually telling us when we're looking at these things, and the key thing is, if things were going to go in the direction I was anticipating, the signature would have been there, and it would have been a very, very much a clear signature that price was moving to the downside at that key time and at that key level. But obviously we're now entering into the next macro of the morning, and whilst I'm still in the trade as such, and I'm thinking, well, maybe at this point we might start moving in the right direction, you can see that it doesn't. The move was, if you look at the price level 24,200 on this chart, on the CFD chart, at 9:45, the inverted fair value gap was actually there. It was there, but I totally missed it because I was focused on the reversal as opposed to a continuation. What am I talking about? I am talking about the 24,200 level that price was at 9:45 this morning. Is a very clear indication of a inverted fair value gap and a continuation, and obviously you could just be looking at 50 points, and if you'd done that, you would have just about reached your take profit in the morning session, and that would have been it, job done for the day. But unfortunately that wasn't the case for me. And there you have it, stop loss hit. And so at that point it was that was the end of my run. The main takeaway for me has been that, if it isn't a reversal, it's a continuation. As simple as that sounds, that's basically it. If it isn't a reversal, it's a continuation. Thanks for watching.